He plays exceptional defense, whether at the 4 or the 5. And he's been a challenge for Denver because of his pick and pop ability.
And the Warriors hang on. Denver scored 67 and shot 50% from the floor. Jokic 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Pat Spencer, who barely played and didn't score in that first half despite starting, got in foul trouble. He gets a basket to start the third. Christian Braun had 12 first quarter points, none in the second. Jamal Murray with 13 points. He gets into the lane, gets bumped, count the basket, and one for Jamal Murray. Santos picks up the foul, his third, and Jamal Murray shooting close to 90% at the foul line. Denver 14 of 15 as a team at the line. Warriors with just 9 healthy players. Santos through the lane, and it's knocked away by Jokic, and a turnover forced by the Denver D. Jokic on the move. Had 8 assists in the first quarter, 1 in the second. He's got a game-high 18 points and now up to 21 on the 3-ball.
But that's, you know, that's Strother too, understanding now, how do I play with Jokic? Recognizing Jokic wanted the ball back. They made eye contact and then playing off.
Moody looks to answer, cannot. Rebound, Jokic is 13th. He's made 6 of his last 9 shots after an 0 for 5 start. Got position on Santos. Instead, they keep it on the perimeter. Brown's 3, no good. Jokic battling, and a loose ball foul on Golden State. That's on Santos. That's number 4. You're really hard to get into the top 6 for Golden State with only 25 games left. Strother in and out on the triple try. Rebound Melton. Horford, nice pass underneath. Richard with the finish. That is 27 assists now for Golden State.
How many back cuts have they been scored on, Denver? I mean, Golden State, I think, averages about 5.2 cut layups a game. It's been above that number.
Jokic on the face-up. Jabs and fires, and it's good for Jokic.
Just the game is easy for Nikola Jokic.
And hard on everybody trying to defend him.
Yes.
The wrist not giving him issues shooting the ball today. 7 for his last 10 from the floor. Horford in the paint, timer at 4. Melton for 3, no good. Kept alive by Horford, out to Moody. Melton on the attack. Able to score on Strother.
He's just reading the angle, and that's a turnover on Jokic, a silly one. That's just reading which angle for Melton the defender is taking. And as soon as he saw that defender take the wrong angle, boy, he's got a good feel. Good pitch and shoot guy.
Well, they thought he'd be a big part of their team last year, but he tore his ACL earlier in the year. And while out for the season, they traded him to get some help in Dennis Schroeder, but they wanted to bring Melton back. They did this season. And when healthy, played a big role. Very good defender. Jokic finds Murray, the 3 no good. The putback is by Brown, and a foul.
Look at the hop on that weak side board. It's a simple thing. It's a Christian Brown type thing. But I don't know that, just watch, that's what you've been waiting for if you're a Denver Nugget fan.
Melton's foul, his first, 3rd team foul. Free throw is good for Brown. 4th year out of Kansas. Won the title there, and then with Denver in 23. He's got 15 points. Horford missed it in the lane, out of bounds.
But if you're a great shooter, the ball's always being prepared.
Be reevaluated in about a week, dealing with that right knee injury. It's the 7th straight game he's missed. The Warriors are 2-4 without him. Missed 18 games now in the season. Chance he makes it.
Better than 50-50. No defender in front of him.
Melton picked up another foul, his second. .16 points for Murray. Misses the free throw, just the second miss for Denver today. That shoots almost 90%. Made the first two after getting fouled on a three against the Clippers, and then missed the game-tying free throw. Jokic with the rebound and the putback off the Murray miss. It's a two-point contest.
Al Horford's got a mismatch. Can they get him the ball?
Nice pass by Horford to Richard.
You know, we're talking about the assisting being done by Nikola Jokic, and that's appropriate, but I believe that's Al Horford's 7th assist. Feels the double, immediately reacts. His passing skills on display.
Johnson drives, can't drop it in, but he was fouled. Johnson just 3 points.
He's feeling the cheat from the other side, then sees the cheat with a little glance over the left shoulder, and boom, it's put on time and on target.
So, foul on Spencer, his third, and penalty situation. Denver shooting free throws the rest of the quarter as we look at our upcoming national TV schedule. The Lakers home to Boston tonight on NBC and Peacock. NBA TV, the Clippers take on Orlando tomorrow. Pistons, Spurs, Utah, Houston on Peacock. For more, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
Is Mike Tirico calling that Lake game? Because he might want to fly in from Milan Cortino and call that. Probably a little bit superhuman, but he's been ridiculously good.
Did the Super Bowl and then went right to do the Olympics, and what a fabulous closing statement today by the great Mike Tirico, our longtime friend and colleague. Terrific work by the folks at NBC. A turnover as Hardaway gets the pick. Denver can tie or take the lead. Here's Johnson downhill. Can't scoop it in. Late whistle, though. Another Golden State foul. More free throws for
by pursuing the rim.
Second foul on Podziemski. Quentin Post will come in to replace Horford, and a timeout by Steve Kerr. 1 point game.
The three.
And Denver's getting to the free throw line. Now 6 of 7 this quarter at the line. It's our first tie since the game was 2-2. As Cam Johnson, who was acquired in the Michael Porter Jr. trade with Brooklyn, battled injury this year, but is back. 6th straight game he's played. He's got 7 points. Moody, baseline drive and finish.
That's a great drive. And rim protection, obviously. Defense, rim protection, a number of different areas have been a challenge for this Denver team. You're no Peyton Watson, no Aaron Gordon, both very good individual defenders, not with you today.
Watson out for the 6th straight game with a hamstring injury. Moody defends well against Murray. Now Moody, who's got 17 points, averaging that over the last handful of games. Murray. Call for the foul.
And Barkin, and a quick technical foul. So I wonder if it was what he said, but that's quick.
Free throw is good, and possession is recorded. Moody in traffic. To Podziemski with 5 on the timer. He drives, he floats, he misses, batted around. Post has it now. Back out for a reset. Richard will hoist. Too strong on the 3. They're 0 for 3 now in the quarter from behind the arc. Yet they still lead. First technical of the season, by the way, for Jamal Murray. Murray with Podziemski on his hip, throws it into the 4th row. Jokic is still on 9 assists. He had 8 in the first quarter. Moody drives into the lane. Richard wide open. No good. And Jokic fouled. He'll be shooting on the other.
But I just want you to watch where is our floor. That split second in a league with the level of athletes that comes every single night. It seems like a small thing. It's an enormous thing.
certainly mastered.
Nikola Jokic has celebrated a birthday this past week, and it's not often a player's 31 years old, and you ask how long does he want to do this, but he has a nonchalant nature to his game that made me ask him that very question. How much do you care? And he said, you know, I care deeply. I care a lot. Maybe I don't show it the way that others will, but he told me he plans to play as long as his body holds up, and his game certainly will, deep into his 30s, guys.
You'd have to think, right, Doris, with the way he plays, how long he can play.
Well, first of all, I just love that she asked him the question.
Transition opportunity. Brown hangs and gets it to drop.
But you can just, that's his presence, and that's the connection between those two guys. But just to Malika's point, his attitude is different than a lot of other guys. And you can tell, watch him orchestrate a basketball game.
The second, and Russell Westbrook is ahead of him by 22. And Jokic 10 of 10 at the line.
And just to clarify, I think in a different language, when you're already speaking a different language, when you're coming to fans through maybe your second or third language, there's this assumption that's made because he can be so casual in his famous quote, "The job is done, now we can go home." I asked him, just to be very clear, what do you care more about, a horse racing championship or an NBA? And he said, don't worry, guys, it is the NBA.
Yeah, oh, Malika, no doubt. I think his passion, competitive fire, the way you see him communicate constantly to his teammates. I love that you asked the question, and I love the honest response.
Might be the MVP front runner along with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's really neck and neck again. There are others in the mix.
It's his picture, maybe a profile, and it says, "Not since Wilt." Well, he's about to do something nobody has ever done. Lead the league in assists and rebounds. Guy Santos, nice drive here. He's going to get some free throws. Like,
Santos has 4 fouls. Spencer has 4. Again, with 9 healthy players, they need both of those guys. Stream like your courtside with NBA League Pass. Watch live games and highlights from the best seat in the house, your couch. Sign up on the NBA app or go to NBA.com to start streaming today.
And you know, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but this is reminding me of a conversation that the guys in studio had last night, where Shaq was conversing with Karl Anthony Towns. And Charles's point was, you can't make everybody be a killer. I'm going to say this, Nikola Jokic is a killer.
No question.
To their point.
Only 5 players have won 4 MVP awards. MJ, Wilt, LeBron James as the 3 goes for Brown, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Bill Russell. And at some point, Jokic is going to get number 4, whether it's this year, next, or beyond. Melton off target on the 3. Golden State still without a 3 this quarter. And now they trail by 3. And Denver with the ball. Jokic has position on the smaller Podziemski, going to school. It misses, but he tips it in. His 18th board.
As this game goes down the stretch.
Yeah, we have to make sure that he doesn't get anything easy. You know, if he's taking some tough contested ones, we'll live with those. But we just have to make sure we make it tough for him. He's probably the best player in our game right now.
And then maybe your son will get a birthday present, a Warriors win. So happy birthday to Ion. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
Guys, back to you.
17 points for Horford, all in the first half. You mentioned Jokic, Malika. He's on the bench to start the 4th. Denver up 6. Minute gone by here in the final frame. Podziemski in the lane. It drops. He had missed his last 9 shots from the floor.
Now have been a part of Golden State for what, the last 5 or 6 years, right? It's been a problem for Steve Kerr. He's talked about it, you know, being able to guard with discipline, not putting your opponent at the free throw line. You think about the great Spurs team, they were always amongst the best defensive teams and didn't foul.
10 third quarter fouls committed by Golden State. 5 turnovers, which led to 9 Denver points. Cam Johnson's 3 not even close. Denver just 6 of 23 from deep. 15 made threes by the Warriors. They have missed 14 in a row, though, from behind the arc going back to the second quarter. They had a 14-point lead at one point. They're trying to end a 2-game losing streak. Denver trying to stay in the 3 spot in the West. Hardaway's 3 is a brick. Nobody can put it in the basket here to start the 4th, at least from deep. Podziemski keeps it. Johnson on his hip. He'll put up a three and get it. First one of the half for the Warriors.
I just love his spirit. Truly, like, he is such a good team guy, and that's a big-time, timely bucket from GP2.
8 straight points for the Warriors to tie it back up again. Valanciunas on the face-up, gets past post, attacks, and goes around the rim for the slam.
We got the crowd to ooh and ah. I think a little taken aback that a guy that size would reverse dunk it.
Former top 5 pick by the Raptors. Another Warriors turnover. Brown goes at post and banks it home. And Steve Kerr calls a quick fourth quarter timeout with his team now down 4. 10 points for Bruce Brown off the bench. And a big part of the championship season of 2023 for Denver. Nuggets lead by 4. They're playing without Aaron Gordon again tonight. The 12th straight game he's missed. Peyton Watson out as well. Moody connects on a 3.
That's important, right? Your X5, your center, is on Gary Payton. Because, right, he's the least likely to take a 3. So if you're Gary Payton, do you go stretch to 3? No, you go set a great screen.
Santos, or excuse me, a post fell down and the Denver bench thought it was a flop. Did look like there was accidental contact by Valanciunas upstairs. Richard fires underneath to Moody, who had it knocked away and stolen by Cam Johnson. Denver by 1, 8.5 to go. Denver keeping Murray and Jokic on the bench for now. Jokic has played 30 minutes, Murray at 27. Brown will take a straight on 3. It's off the back iron.
Yeah, they're using post to guard Bruce Brown. And it's just saying, all right, Bruce, go ahead. You've got the 3. Take it.
Denver 6 for 25 from 3. They've made 11 fewer threes, but they get turnovers. Brown with the easy 2.
There he is. Live activity, anticipation, making plays, making things happen.
16 turnovers now. 10 in the second half, and 3 this quarter by Golden State. Shot clock inside of 10. Podziemski in traffic. Richard knew Valanciunas was coming, had to float it up. He missed it. Cam Johnson took a shot to the face. Denver ball up 3. Murray and Jokic will check in at the next dead ball. Brown feeds Valanciunas, and he scores in the lane.
Good finish. Really good finish.
Delay a game warning against Denver. The next will counter with Santos and Horford. Again, just 9 healthy available players for the Warriors. Trying to stay within striking distance, trailing by 5 near the 7-minute mark here in the 4th. Working the perimeter, Payton catch and shoot, got a 3.
Again, very judicious. Got to be wide open, got to be set. He takes the right 3s, Gary Payton, and then goes around and does everything else he should do.
Golden State's made 3 out of its last 4 from 3 after missing 13 straight. Shot clock at 5. Feeding the post. Valanciunas working on post. The sweeping hook is no good. Podziemski clears. Here's Payton, who's got 15 points off the bench. Payton's going to get a good look again. This time the 3 is off target. Shot clock inside of 10 for the Nuggets. Brown going baseline, one-hander. Richards got it, 2 on 3. Golden State will wait. Now hits the trailing Moody, who drives, gets past Hardaway, and ties the game at 109. Timeout, Denver.
And then you just got to keep confident. And now a turnover, missed shot and turnover by Jokic.
The Warriors have made 4 of their last 6 threes after going 0 for 13. They were 15 of 28 in the first half. Shot clock down to 6. Podziemski bounced to Santos. He'll put it on the deck. Leans in, kicks it out. Pajemski with one. Hoyson hits. The ultimate teardrop. That thing was in the air forever.
Wow, just keep moving, keep working the possession. Almost another turnover.
3 for 3 this quarter. Moody picks up the foul, his third, and a knock away by Melton. The steal and the finish. Another Denver timeout as the Warriors are rolling right now.
Can't blow possessions with missed easy shots. Like, this has been at issue for Denver.
And to your point, you said this a couple times during the telecast, you've got a culture here in Golden State. They're going to fight regardless of who's out there. Only 9 available bodies. They force another turnover. They've scored the last 12 points in the game. Horford, a three, his 6th three-pointer. First points of the half for Horford, a 15-0 run by the home team. They double Murray, has it stripped, another turnover. Pajemski, Melton, way off the mark on the three. Jokic the long rebound and outlet, Murray down floor, gets the layup.
A big, big bucket. You needed to stop the bleeding right there. One of those key Jokic end-to-end passes. But you got to find a way to make stops here.
Jokic now with 20 rebounds, 12 assists, and 32 points. Melton around the screen. He's got Jokic on him now with a shot clock down to 6. Melton off the bounce. Rainbow three, no. Pajemski with the putback. One of the best rebounding guards in the league, and it's on display right there.
Couple white jerseys standing and ball watching the shot. Pajemski goes right to it.
He's got 13 boards. Murray underneath to Brown. Blew the layup. The tip won't go either. 3 minutes to go. Golden State ball in a 10-point lead. Can the Warriors hang on?
This is the kind of game in the standings that you look back and could be absolutely massive.
And Denver would fall below Houston and the Lakers in the loss column to 5th if they lose this game. Pajemski got another one. What a run by the Warriors. No Steph Curry, no Butler, no Draymond Green, no Porzingis. And they're rolling on a 20-2 run. Jokic, though, drops in a 3.
Now you push up and pressure. You're going to try to make some things happen. How about Brandon Pajemski's 4th quarter? Because it felt like a struggle prior to that. He's got 13 of his 16 here in the 4th. Incredible.
One-on-one against Johnson with a shot clock at 5. Pajemski scores again on the baseline with an incredibly difficult angle. He's 6 of 6 now from the floor in the quarter. He was 1 for 9 in the game at one point. Johnson has it, swatted by Horford. Kept alive, though. Brown drives and kicks. They need it, they get it. A 3 from Jamal Murray to make it a 9-point game.
Boy, it feels like Denver's a little bit stunned about what's happened here.
I mean, Brandon Pajemski is now 1 assist shy of a triple-double. He's been that good in the second half. Foul called here.